This is El Abra, a landscape shaped by towering rock formations, caves, and natural shelters. Around 13,000 years ago, this place was home to some of the earliest people known to inhabit what is now Colombia. Towards the end of the last ice age, a vast glacial lake covered the Sabana of Bogotá, today known as Lake Humboldt. People lived along the shorelines, and caves and rock shelters became places of refuge. Among jagged rocks and twisted tunnels, traces still remain, hidden beneath the ground and painted onto stone, preserving memories of a time long forgotten. Here, people lived, hunted, and formed the first communities in the Colombian Andes. Fires burned, tools were shaped, evidence of fishing and butchered megafauna lay buried within the sediments. Over thousands of years, the lake vanished, the climate changed, and the land morphed into the plateau we see today. But the evidence remains. Systematic archaeological investigations at El Abra began in the late 1960s. Between 1967 and 1971, Colombian archaeologist Gonzalo Correal Urrego and Dutch geologist and paleoecologist Thomas van der Hammen carried out excavations at several rock shelters along the escarpment. These excavations revealed stone tools, hearths, animal remains, and occupation layers buried by time and dust. Radiocarbon dating placed some of these deposits at nearly 13,000 years old, making El Abra one of the earliest known sites of human occupation in Colombia. The findings demonstrated that early hunter-gatherer groups lived here long before anyone had previously imagined possible, and repeatedly used these shelters, adapting to climatic change as the glacial lake receded and the high plateau emerged. El Abra would go on to become a key reference site for understanding the earliest peopling of the northern Andes. I visited El Abra almost 60 years after the original exploration to see what remains.
Hi, this is Jay with XplorColombia. Today I'm in El Abra, close to Zipaquirá. As you can see here, we've got some fantastic zigzag designs and diamond motifs on this rock that are unfortunately fading away, abandoned to the elements. No sense of protection at all. This is hard work. Now, up ahead, we've got some more panels with some more rock art. As you can see here, we've come across some more pictograms. The same zigzag motif, and again faded. Now this panel comes right across the bottom of this rock. Let's film here from the top coming down so we get some sense of perspective. Here we are coming down. And on this part here, these are at hand height. They would have been easily reachable to paint. These fantastic motifs that we have here. These, I must say, are some of the best conserved that I've seen for a very long time. And these, unlike the others that are further down, have not been damaged. Although they are faded, they've managed to stay hidden. And that has helped conserve them at least to some point. Let's get in this little crack here and have a look. Look at this. Down to here as well. Again, these triangle motifs that are recurring across La Sabana de Bogotá. As we come over this side, let's get this in perspective as well. Let's bring this down. We again have got this zigzag, which seems to bend off in a very peculiar way. I've never seen anything like that in the pictograms here before. Again, the zigzag motif. Just climbing up a bit higher here, there's another pictogram panel just ahead. So I've come across another panel here with pictograms. This goes right from the top all the way down this panel. These are similar motifs to what we saw on the other side, but they appear to be a lot lighter in colour and a lot more faded, which may suggest they're a lot older than the others. And this part here, we have more that stretch up higher. It's an excellent day's exploring there. Some fantastic pictograms. Absolutely incredible.
Over thousands of years, this rock art has faded, been damaged, and in some cases, almost disappeared completely. What remains here is fragile, and it deserves to be seen, studied, and preserved for future generations. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.